What's up, everybody? My name is J.A.M and welcome to J.A.M's Ringside Stories. And today we are going to be going over the top 10 masked wrestlers. Now these wrestlers don't have to be any kind. It could be any kind of wrestling promotion: New Japan Pro Wrestling, Lucha Underground, any kind of wrestling. Any kind of wrestling corporation. So let's go on to number 10. Number 10 is Mil Mascaras. Mascaras was a WWE wrestler at a very short time, or a WWF wrestler, but he was a innovator, and he's actually the uncle of Alberto Del Rio, which Alberto Del Rio, or as you may know him from, TNA or Lucha Underground, Alberto El Patron. He was a WWE wrestler too, but Mil Mascaras, he was so innovative. He was so ahead of his time. Like he put on a mask, and he put on another mask, and he freaked people out when he took out the other mask, and everybody thought, oh my God, he had 100 masks, and Mil means 1,000, so that's cool. That's pretty cool. I saw a match with him with Tiger Mask, which we're gonna get on to number 9. Tiger Mask is one of the best lucha libre superstars of all time. He's also was in the WWE, and he was also had a feud with Dynamite Kid. Now Dynamite Kid, I have mixed feelings about him because I have heard rumors about him. I have heard a lot of stuff about him, but I don't really believe him. The dude is sitting in a wheelchair because he did the flying freaking headbutt. Who would think of that? The flying headbutt. And the innovator was always Harley Race, but the flying headbutt. But as I was saying about Tiger Mask was the best at what he did. He was the best. Like, if you saw one of his matches, you will recognize of what moves Rey Mysterio copied. Like, Rey Mysterio even said it for himself that he copied a lot of the moves from Tiger Mask. Now, there was multiple Tiger Masks. There was Tiger Mask, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nowadays, it's like 12. But that's all in New Japan Pro Wrestling now. Every single one was in New Japan Pro Wrestling. But at that time, it was not New Japan Pro Wrestling. It was just Japan Pro Wrestling. But my number 8, my number 8th one, I have to go with the Monster Kane. Now, Kane, he was a bad dude. I remember him when he was like in 2009. He didn't wear that mask, and how could somebody he was cool. He was very cool, in my opinion. Okay, let's go on to number 7. Number 7. Number 7 is probably El Santo. Now, if you don't know who El Santo is, you're probably not Mexican. Now, I'm not Mexican. I am America. But I'm American. But Mil Mascaras was a global figure in Mexican pro wrestling, and he also was he was like the Superman of Mexico. Just imagine how much popularity, and he was a real person. He was not. He was in movies. He had a comic book, and he was even a wrestler. There's so much stuff about him. He had about 100 movies he did with facing Dracula, the zombies, everything. It was really cool. It was really cool. Okay, I'm gonna get on to my number 6. My number 6 one. I have to go with Vader. Vader was the best. My dad really likes him because he was vicious. He was vicious. He was the best at what he did, and the best of what he would do to people. Like, he was so tough that he literally popped his eye out by accident and freaking finished the match. You have to be tough to do that, man. Okay, I'm gonna have to go to number 5. Number 5. Now, this wrestler, he is in Lucha Libre right now. He's in Lucha Underground, and he's an innovator. He is a rising star, and he's also one of the best and one of the most creepiest ones. Mil Muertes. Now, if you don't know who Mil Muertes Tez is you probably don't watch Lucha Underground. Lucha Underground, in my opinion, is the best Lucha Libre and wrestling channel on television, because I've been to watch the crap out of that. It is the best channel, and I'm gonna have to tell you, it is a lot of stuff. It's a lot of good stuff. They do power drivers and everything, but let's get back to Mil Martez. Mil Martez is the best scary wrestler in Lucha Libre, in my opinion, because I don't know how he did the stuff that he is doing right now. He is about 280 pounds, I guess, I don't know. But he was a monster, an absolute destructive monster. He did a spear that threw Prince Puma all the way across the ring. I mean, just imagine that. You get flung across the ring, you don't come back. Okay, my number 4th one is probably, this is a hard one. Well, this is an old wrestler. He wasn't a very, a popular character, but he was a awesome Lucha Libre master. Fishman. Fishman was the best, and in my opinion, one of the most greatest legends in Lucha Libre now. He had a kind of a short feud with Tiger Mask, and he recently passed away. Rip to him, man. But he was a great one. He was a great one. Okay, my number 3rd one. My number 3rd one is Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio is the best in WWE. He was the best in WWE. I saw him in the Elimination Chamber, and the way that dude could move around the ring was mind-blowing. He was a short dude. He's like 5'4". And I'm just speechless of how he could, do all the stuff that he did. Because usually, I'm a lightweight. I'm like 5'7". 5'7". I don't care. I can move around the ring, but I can't freaking do a freaking 619 in a Hurricane Rana. I'm probably break my back. Okay, my number 3rd one is probably my number 3rd one is gonna be with I'm gonna have to think of this. My number 3rd one is probably Sin Cara. Sin Cara is the most underrated superstar, or as WWE superstar today, in my opinion, because he's a great performer. He was a rising star until Vince McMahon put him down, which I'm really, really bad about that, because he was such a good performer. I know that he had some bumps, but that was his original character. There was 2 people that played him in the WWE. One of them is Hunico, which he's playing him right now, but he hardly even freaking goes out to the ring now. He only gets beat up. You're wasting talent. You're wasting talent, sorry. You're wasting talent. Okay, my number 2nd one. My number 2nd one is, he is the best, in my opinion. He's a good wrestler. A very good wrestler indeed. He can move around the ring. He's big. He's muscular. I'm gonna have to go with Matanza Cueto, to be exact. Matanza Cueto is in Lucha Libre right now, and he has a storyline with Dario Cueto, which is that's his brother. But if you see that dude moves, if he does the move, his finisher move, the Wrath of Gods, he does, a bend over. Next thing you know, he turns around about 2 times. Next thing you know, boom, and actually looks like it hurts the opponent, and that is what is so cool about it. It's great, but I'm just he had a feud with Mil Martez, and he also had a feud with a lot of other people. But he was a great competitor. Okay, my number 1st masked wrestler of all time is, I have a lot of favorite masked wrestlers, so it's pretty freaking narrow. Well, to be honest with you guys, every single Lucha Libre out there is my favorite, except for the bad ones like Asquero Mecueto, which was actually a serial killer in Mexico who was freaking playing a character in WWE, and no, not WWE, Lucha Libre. My first favorite masked wrestler is Mankind. Now, this is a masked wrestler list. I like Lucha Libre better, like Mexican wrestling better. But the Mick Foley, who played Mankind, he introduced me into the WWE world. The way that he introduced me into the hardcore aspect of wrestling. I mean, he introduced me into wrestling, but I mean, that's my dad's character because he introduced me into wrestling. My dad once wrestled, but I mean, Mick Foley, he did a lot of things that almost killed him, but for the fans, I mean, for the stuff, you have to have balls to do the stuff that he does. Like, I mean, you remember that iconic moment where he's on that top of the cell, and next thing you know, Undertaker falls off, Undertaker throws him off and lands on the desk. I mean, that almost killed him. And the one part where he gets flung up in the air and goes right through the Hell in a Cell, that wasn't supposed to happen, and he almost died. But guess what? He said to Undertaker backstage, he did it for the fans. Well, that's all for this time, guys. And if you like this video, like it. And if you subscribe, and always keep on rocking.